Hey guys, it's me. Today I'm going to be showing you how I go from thin, limp, thinning hair to big, volume, and not so limp hair. And this is my official first tutorial, if you will, by myself. So sorry if it was really awkward to watch, but I'll get better, I promise. And this is just a routine of how I show you what I do to my hair when I blow dry it and the products that I use to achieve what I go through. Like I said, I am thinning right now. You can't tell obviously because I just finished the video, but you'll see when it gets started that I do have a type of female pattern baldness. I'm not really sure. I've been to a couple of doctors, but I think it's just genetics. So I've been working with what I have. I know I am very thankful for the hair that I do have on my head, so I'm most certainly not saying that I have, the worst off. Maybe these things will help you if you have no idea how to do your hair, or maybe you're struggling with covering your areas where they've gotten worse. These are some of the products that I use and you'll see in the video that I show you, and how I get my hair big and full. And there's also another option for a hair piece as well if you're interested in that. So if you want to see how I get this hair, just keep on watching. Okay guys, I am going to show you today how I go from thinning hair to winning hair. I just washed my hair, it's freshly washed, and I'm going to go over, before I take my little towel off, I'm going to kind of go over some things that I use in the shower, just to prep my hair as I wash it before I blow dry it. Disclaimer, I am a cosmetologist. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, so I do know a thing or two about hair care and products and all of that nature. So the shampoo that I use is the Bumble and Bumble Full Potential. It is a hair preserving shampoo, and I also use the same conditioner. It is supposed to make your hair fuller, stronger, and keep hair that you have on your head. Keep it from shedding, keep it from being limp, and just keep it all around the best condition that it can be in. I feel like it works for me. I've tried other things in the past that are like Nioxin. I've tried before. I'm really not I don't practice what I preach. I don't use things regularly like I should, and that's horrible, so I don't really have any feedback on that. But this stuff has the same like mentholy feel in the conditioner. It makes you really feel like that your hair is getting clean and getting like the follicles are getting cleaned out and everything, because sometimes what happens is when you have thinning hair or when you're shedding hair more than normal, sometimes your hair just isn't up to par because your pores are getting clogged in your scalp. And that does not go for everybody. Some people have medical conditions. Other people it's just genetics. I'm pretty sure mine is just genetics. I've gone to a couple doctors and dermatologists, and it's not really that, I don't want to say that big of a deal, because it is a big deal to me, but there are other people that are much worse off than I am, so I am thankful for the hair that I do have. But this is just kind of how I do my routine, and I wanted to show you guys how I do it too. So let me kind of show you first, as I take off the little towel, what I'm working with. So my hair is about to my shoulders a little bit, and I'm getting real personal here on this first talking video, but why not? This is YouTube, and I wanted to share with you what I do. So this is my problem area right in here. As you can clearly see, you can see my scalp, you can see through the sections of my hair, and it doesn't help that my hair is dark, but I like my hair dark, and I'll show you as we go through what I use to kind of help hide that a little bit, because obviously your scalp doesn't typically see the sun as much, so your scalp doesn't get tan or anything like that like the rest of your skin does, so it's nice and pale with this dark ass hair. And yeah, so that's what I'm working with. I did just freshly wash my hair, like I said, and when I do dry my hair off, I use, now this is just like a headband, but I like either using t-shirts or something of this clothy, cottony material, just because towels can be a little a little rough on the hair. Sometimes I know people, and like myself, I am a little rough with everything, my face, my hair. I don't always follow the rules, but I try to savor every last strand of my hair that I have on my head. So that's what I use, and it's just a little bit gentler, and I think it sucks up the water a little bit better. So if you want to try that, try that. So basically what I do first, and I also do use a lot of products. I want to say right now that because I am a hairstylist, I do have clients a lot of the time come in and say, you know, my hair is very thin, it's very limp, it doesn't have a lot of volume. Can you give me a haircut that's just going to give me that so I can let it air dry? And it's, no. Like, I can't. It's not going to happen. I can give you a haircut that's better suited for your hair texture, type, thinness, fullness, whatever. But if you want to have voluminous hair, you have to use product. There's not a haircut that's going to magically give you volume if you have very thin hair. Hate to break the news to you, but that's life. And I know a lot of people get upset with me when I tell them that, but it's true. Like, products are products for a reason, and they're there for a reason. They're there to give you volume, and there's a billion products out there. You just have to find one that works for you. And this is like my system that works for me. So I'm basically just going to show you what I do. So first I spray in a little bit of a heat protectant and a primer. This is the Bumble Hairdressers Oil Primer. And I just spray that all over, focusing on the ends. It smells really good. And then you want to get a comb, which I'm clearly not prepared for. I'm going to use this comb, which probably not a good idea. Okay. Then, when I'm done that, I really like to spray what I need to spray on my roots first, and I use the Aveda volumizing tonic for my roots. So basically what I do is just section off little areas, spray directly on my roots, focusing on my roots. I also have a little bit of hair loss in through here too. Yay me. And like I said, it has gotten worse as I've gotten older. And I know what you're thinking, Emily, you probably color your hair too much. That's why your hair's falling out. No, it doesn't work like that. And then you just want to massage it in. It doesn't work like that. Yes, your hair can certainly fall out if you color your hair too much. 9 times out of 10, it's because you're bleaching your hair too much, which is the lightening process you go through your hair. Which, in most cases, in all cases really, your hair snaps from the end. It could be snaps from right here, but any kind of color damage or bleaching damage will happen to your ends. Your ends will break. Your ends will be fragile. Your ends will be gummy. Your hair will not fall from the follicle at the root of your head from a color happening, at least from my knowledge. I like to think that I know what I'm talking about, but it just doesn't really happen that way. So now I'm taking my, which I'm also focusing on the scalp area, is the Bumble Full Form Mousse, which is in the thickening line, and I have 2 things from their thickening line. This stuff is super heavy duty. You have to have a nice strong arm to get through this, so I just rub that on my hair. I don't really like to comb that through because I don't like it and I need it to be going through all the ends. So that's basically what I do to put all the products in my hair. It seemed like a lot more before I put them in, but it's not really that much. To kind of tell you why I'm doing what I'm doing, but I'm just going to kind of show you what I do. I like using a bigger round brush. Don't take my advice. You should clean out your brush more than I do. I should know better. But I like a big round brush. I feel like I can get more volume, and I don't like my ends to be bent. I don't like them curled under. I don't like them curled up, and I'll show you what I do when after I'm done blow drying. So just watch. I'll show you.
As you can see, I'm kind of directing my hair this way, and I'm going back and forth to kind of lift the root naturally before I start using the brush.
It's completely dry, which took maybe about 4.5 seconds to do. 1+0. Obviously you can tell that I have a lot of lift in my hair. This is before I straighten it, before I do anything. I don't really like to wear my hair like this, but I'll kind of show you. So I'm just going to section my hair like this real quick. This is generally how I wear it if I'm just wearing my natural hair down. I do wear a lot of extensions, which I haven't been lately just because it's summertime and the hair is so hot. I don't know how y'all do it with your long hair, with your natural long hair. Super thick, I can't do it. It's too hot. And what I'm going to do, see how this is curled up? And I'm not about that life, so I'm just going to take my straightener, just slowly do like 2 passes. And it is best if you have a straightener that has the temperature setting on it. If you have hair like mine, you should not be going over like 350. It's not necessary. You end up burning your hair off. But if you have coarser hair, if you have ethnic hair, I do blow out and do a lot of ethnic hair in the salon. You can go a little higher because you're going to need it to actually straighten out those curls. My hair is not that curly, so. And one main thing you want to remember is that when you're straightening, try to pull out and not down, because then you're kind of flattening out what you just did. For the top, I don't even go to my root because I already blew it out. So what I do is I just take a big old chunk. I just lightly kind of go over the ends. The bangs, I just take them out forward.
Anywhere you want it, you can have it. Talk about sex, baby. Do it on the count now.
I don't like it to be pin straight, but I do like most of it to be flattened out on the end a little bit. So as you can see, I still have the volume that I had when I blow dried it before I straightened it. So now I want to talk about a few other things. So I could just leave my hair like this. People probably wouldn't, I mean, I don't think, look at me weird or say, that girl's got thin hair, whatever. But for my comfortability, I don't like to wear my hair just like this. So I have 2 options for people if you're looking or if you're interested. This is the best thing in the world. This is a product called Topic. They're hair building fibers. I got them from Sally's. I'm going to try to zoom in when I edit, but I got these from Sally's, and it's literally like a pepper shaker, and it comes out with little tiny fibers. So this is, I think, like off black or something. I don't know. But what I do is watch and learn. So I'm just going to start off with, this is where my normal part is. So all you do, I just hold one side taut, and you literally just shake a little bit on. Tilt your head back so you don't get any on your face. So that part's done. So then I just kind of go through and do section by section. And just do a little bit each one, just to kind of get all throughout here. No one's going to be sectioning through my hair throughout the day except for myself, so this part doesn't really matter. Do a little bit there. You guys, this stuff is freaking awesome. And I have not had any issues with, like, when I sweat, or if I'm, you know, not that I do my hair up real good for the gym, but, you know, if it gets hot, especially during the summertime. I also do a little bit back here, even though I can't really see. So now, if you get any on your face, it kind of just wipes away. can't even see my part. It blends right in. It does not flake off. It does not, like I said, I haven't had any issues when it rains or when I sweat or anything. It does, when you buy this little thing from Sally's, I think it's like $25, but it's so worth it. Especially if you have a top issue and that's it, because you only need to do the top and you can only do the part if you want to. It does come with like a setting spray, but I just use a little bit of hairspray. Like a little bit. And that's option number one if you don't feel comfortable. And they have black, they have all black, brown, light brown, dark blonde. They have so many different colors. That's one option. And then the second option is a little bit more expensive. But if you are someone who is maybe has a little bit more hair that you're losing on top, or maybe this will just make you feel more comfortable going out, this is a topper piece. It is by the company John Renew, which is the company that we work with at our salon for hair wigs, hair pieces, you name it, they have it. They literally have hair with hats on them. They have everything you can imagine. I'll put the link down below if you want to take a look at their website. This, like I said, this is a little bit more pricier, but it is 100% human hair. This is, I think, the 12-inch one. And what it is on the inside, make sure I can show you, is like little clips, and it's just like a net right here. It's just a lace net, and then you literally just put it on top of your head, right? So it comes with a part, but you can wet it down however you would do your hair naturally. So I always put the first clip in here, then I put the second clip in, and then I, just clip in the back piece, and then I just comb my natural hair down. Sometimes you have to adjust the part line just because it looks a little funny. We do have stylists that you can take it to 9 times out of 10. If you call and ask for a salon to see if they can cut wigs, they can. That way they can shape it to your haircut. Other than that, it should be fine to do. You can style it, you can curl it, you can straighten it, you can blow dry it. You can color it, but I wouldn't recommend it because I did that with my last one and it just made it a little funky. So this is what option number 2 looks like. Like I said, I'll leave the link in the description down below. That way you guys can take a look. They have so many options and it's really easy to look at and do all that stuff. So comb my hair back to normal. But like I said, look, I'm combing through my hair that I just put those fibers in. No issues whatsoever, and you can't even feel them. Obviously you can, if you touch your scalp, you're going to get a little black on your scalp or whatever color you are, but that's just how that happens. So that is how I do my hair, and if you have any other questions, just leave them down below. And this is like my first YouTube video talking to myself. Yeah, and I'll leave everything down in the description bar below, and if you have any questions, just leave a comment. Thanks guys, bye!